Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to do some baking, but before we get to the recipe, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to get notifications for upcoming videos. I do post every week, so you don't want to miss out on any of those. Also, if you'll go ahead and give me a thumbs up at the end of this video and any others that you watch of mine, I would really appreciate it. We're going to be doing a pumpkin roll today, and it's that time of year when everything pumpkin spice is out, and it's a delicious, easy recipe that I think will impress any of your friends and family. It looks really pretty when it's done, but it's a simple recipe. I'm going to tell you what goes in it, but I will have all the exact measurements and the instructions under the video. So you're going to have 3 eggs, and you're going to have sugar, flour, you're going to have pumpkin, cinnamon, you're going to have baking powder, ginger, lemon juice, salt, and nutmeg. Now you're going to take a large bowl and go ahead and put your eggs in, and then we're going to whisk that with our sugar. Go ahead and do that. And then while you're doing this, or actually before you start this, you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 because this won't take real long to get mixed up. And you're also going to want to go ahead and prepare a 10 by 15 jelly roll pan and grease it, and go ahead and either have parchment paper like I have here or wax paper, and you're going to want to grease that because we're going to pour that in once we get this all mixed up. All right, next we're going to go ahead and add in our flour. You're going to want to whisk this. And then we're going to add in 2/3 of this can of pumpkin. You don't need the whole can in this recipe. So you're just going to kind of eyeball it and do 2/3 of the can. And just use a spoon or a spatula to get it out of your can. All right. And you can save that for later if you want to make something else with that. Okay, let's go ahead and get that whisk in. Let's get our, scrape your sides of the bowl to get all your flour in. You want to make sure this all gets mixed in good. If you like a pumpkin recipe, y'all will really like this. And like I said, it's a very pretty dessert, and it doesn't take a long time to get mixed up. All right, now let's go ahead and add in our vanilla. I'm sorry, our lemon juice. And then we're going to do a couple of teaspoons of cinnamon. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of the baking powder. Okay. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of the ginger. Okay. So go ahead and whisk that. It's already smelling really good. It's a nice smelling batter. All right, let's see. Now we just got the last couple ingredients to whisk in, which is going to be some salt and nutmeg. And let's get our nutmeg here. There we go. All right, that's our last of the ingredients. Now we're going to get all this whisk in good, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour this on our jelly roll pan. And this doesn't take real long to bake. It's only going to be between 13 and 15 minutes in your oven. Now, depending on, of course, how quickly your oven cooks, you may want to check it around the 10-minute mark, just because you don't want to overcook it. You know, the cake should just spring back to the touch, Or you can put a toothpick in the center of it, and if it comes out clean, obviously it's done. So let's go ahead. That looks good. And we're going to go ahead and put this on our pan. Now you want to have a spatula on hand because you're going to want to spread this out. Now it's going to look really thin because it is going to be a thinner cake batter, but it will, you know, bake up and fluff up as it's baking. And this is delicious. All right, we're going to spread this out here in a second. Let me get all the batter out. Don't want to leave much in the bowl. You want to get it all. All right, let's set that down. And then you're just going to spread it out. Like I said, this looks really thin, and it is, but that's okay because it's going to bake up for us when it's in the oven. You just want to try to get it as evenly spread as possible. And you want some hangover on your parchment paper. That way when you get it out of the oven, it's easy to take out of this pan, and because we're going to show you what we do with that when we take it out. So you do want to have some overhang so it gets easier to get out of the pan. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this in my oven. And like I said, I'm going to check it after about the 10-minute mark, and it may take 13 to 15 minutes. Just depends on your oven. So we'll come back and I'll show you what comes up next. Okay, y'all, we've got our pumpkin roll out of the oven. You're going to take a tea towel and you're going to sprinkle about a half a cup of powdered sugar right on the towel. And then we're going to take our pumpkin roll and we're going to turn it up on this carefully. All right, that's why you want to have the ends on this so you can get it turned over. Anyway, so we're going to turn it over like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll this up into a roll. And then once we get it rolled up, we're going to go ahead and put this in our refrigerator for about 10 or 15 minutes. And while we have this in the refrigerator, we're going to go ahead and get the filling done for inside this roll. So we'll come back and show you that. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and make our filling for our pumpkin log. But anyway, you're just going to take 6 ounces of cream cheese softened, and then you're going to have a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to have 4 tablespoons of butter or margarine softened. And then 1 cup of powdered sugar. And you're just going to whisk all this together. And then we're gonna spread this over our potato log. And then we're gonna roll it back up. But now what you're gonna wanna do once you get all this filled and you have your log all rolled back up, you're going to want to refrigerate it for about an hour before you serve it. And then it'll be good. And I would keep it in the fridge if you don't eat it all when you serve it. All right, I want to make sure this is just blended well. So everything is mixed in well. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab a clean spatula real quick. And we're going to spread this on our pumpkin roll. And you're just going to try to get it as evenly as possible. This will be a delicious recipe for y'all to try. If you like pumpkin and you like cream cheese, I think you'll really enjoy this one. All right, spread it out here and get the rest out of the bowl. All right, let me set that over to the side. And like I said, you just want to get it as evenly as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want it to taste good. Of course, you want it to look good, but the taste is the most important thing, obviously. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to roll this up. And then once you get it rolled up, you're going to want to go ahead and put it in saran wrap and keep it refrigerated for right at an hour before you actually serve this. And there's your finished pumpkin roll. All right. Like I said, go ahead and put saran wrap on that, but I just did that so y'all could see how it looks. I hope that y'all will try this recipe. I hope that y'all will enjoy it. I know we are today. Once it gets chilled, we're gonna love it. Anyway, I hope y'all subscribe to my channel and click on the bell for notifications for upcoming videos. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.